So I've been thinking lately, and I have been ruminating on kind of like expectations as an author, especially as an indie author, because we take so much of the responsibility of publishing, all of the responsibility, honestly, onto ourselves, and it's a lot, right? And so I don't remember where I heard this or who I heard it from or where it came from, but it was talking about like how if you want to live a happy life, you have to stop having expectations about how certain things in your life are supposed to turn out. And I've heard that a lot, but for whatever reason it just like made sense on this day. And so I was like, well, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So like where am I having these expectations that one, aren't being met, and two, are causing me just so much grief and sadness and worry and feelings of like not being good enough and stuff like that. Like, where am I having that? And I felt like a lot of where I'm having that is in my career now as an author. Whether that be release day or a special sale or not getting a BookBub deal, or like it could be a million things, right? Doing a 6,000 follower giveaway and not being able to hit 6,000 even though you're 5-6 people away. It really could be and is everything. And so I guess my point is that I think our expectations of ourselves are so high, and it's so easy to be like, don't be hard on yourself, or, you know, all that fucking bullshit that people say, which honestly drives me crazy. I don't know if it drives you crazy, but it drives me crazy. But instead to really sit and be like, why do I expect this exact outcome? And why is that not happening, leading to so much unhappiness inside of me? Because that's what it was for me. It was like, shit, like this isn't like going the way I thought it would in my head. And because of that expectation now being shattered and broken in my mind, I feel like I can't enjoy any of the success that I have had. And it's just like making the whole thing miserable for me. I mean, not miserable, but it's just like, if only it would work out exactly how I envision it, then I will be happy. But I think what realization really hit me, and that I want to share with you, is that the journey is really the thing that is worth it and exciting in the way that it plays out and all this stuff. Like, that's what's really the cool part about publishing and being an author, rather than like having these expectations met. It is so hard to watch other people get what we want and what we've all worked so hard for. I really get that. And I think it takes a lot of strength and confidence to not let that get to you, to not be bitter about it. But we also have to realize that like our journey can still be enjoyable and happy and exciting and successful and amazing, even if it isn't happening the exact way that we thought it would happen. And that's really like profound for me. It hit me. I was like, oh shit, like, no, my path when I started this isn't exactly how I pictured it. It's hard, right? Like, it is so hard to like come to terms with, hey, it might not happen exactly how I envisioned it would happen. That's a hard thing to process. That's a hard thing to accept. But like, it's kind of freeing to not like have that expectation anymore. You know, it's like, okay, now that I have like cleared out those blockages and cleared out like, it has to happen this way and holding on so tight to that, like anything can happen. Like, really, like my energy is open and I am open, and I think that can only like draw in more stuff, and I'm not so like stressed out about like something not happening exactly the way that I thought it would or expected it to. And like having that freedom and that it's just freedom, having that like ability to just be like, I don't even really care. Like you care, but you don't at the same time. To just relax and let it come to you, like receive it. I feel like being able to receive anything in life is actually really fucking hard. It is hard to let good things come to you, even though you say that you want them. Like sometimes it's like we don't feel good enough for those things, and so we block them, maybe with expectations, maybe with some other deep subconscious crap that we can't identify. But that doesn't mean that you're broken. It just means that you're human, just like I am. So if you've been having expectations that have not been living up to those same expectations, just give yourself a break and try to clear that out, and try not to have anything. Try to tell yourself, like, I'm cool with anything happening, any path. Like, I like leave it up to whatever higher power I have, and they'll take care of it. And I get to just be an author and enjoy the freaking ride. That's the best part. And so, like, if a neurotic weirdo like me can do it, you can do it too.